Good morning. It's Sunday, April 26th, and I am camped out here in the forest of southern Oregon, about 35 miles due south of Crater Lake at about 4,000 feet. Been here, about a week so far. Probably going to go resupply this coming Friday and maybe come back out. So it's a pretty mellow area. I've been here before, not at this exact location, but pretty close. And the weather is cleared up. It's been well, it still is a little cool, probably daytime highs mid-60s at best. And the last week has been clouds and sun and a little drizzle here and there. But yeah, this works for physical distancing. I've been pretty much here by myself. You can see a pickup truck over there. They pulled in this morning with their dirt bikes. And when I first got here a week ago, there was a Class A there, and he left a day or two later. So it's been pretty much just me. This dirt road goes in, I think, about 4 miles to some sort of a trailhead type situation. I have seen a couple of Forest Service crews cruise by in their big trucks, but no one has stopped. People wave, that's about it. And but yeah, so I'm fortunate to have my fifth wheel, which is of course my home on wheels full-time. So it allows me to stay out in places like this, for instance, for 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how much I use in terms of fresh water and propane. Those are usually the two things that might go the quickest. I've got plenty of holding tank capacity, and I have and then gasoline for my Honda generator. So yeah, it just depends on how frugal I am. Anyway, this is kind of business as usual for me, because being full-time, I don't really go into parks and pay to stay overnight. I'm out here in places similar to this. And if you've watched any of my other videos, I spent this winter in Tucson, Arizona, cycling on their wonderful path, which I highly recommend. And right now, just I guess navigating, muddling along this pandemic apocalypse, whatever you want to call it, hoping that some of the forests, national parks specifically, will maybe open up. And I did hike most of the Arizona Trail, but eventually pulled off at Flagstaff because Grand Canyon trails were shut down tight as a drum. So hopefully I'll go back in October and finish that up. But in a couple weeks, I would like to start another long hike, and I'm putting that together as we speak here. So if that comes to fruition, there'll be content going up on my other channel, ADL Hikes. Okay, well, that's about it for right now from Southern Oregon, and looking forward to hopefully a little nicer weather this week. This is the season where, it's not quite sure whether it wants to be warm or cold, so it comes and goes. And I better enjoy this now, because if I start hiking in a couple of weeks or so, where I'm going to be hiking is going to be rather warm. so I'll probably be whining about that. Anyway, it's all good. Glad to be able to be out here.